Us about your upcoming film.
A Tribe Called Judah. It's probably going to be the biggest film to come out of Nollywood of all time.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Well, that clip you just saw was from my interview with Jidekene Achufusi, the star in the movie, and what a prediction. And as you would have guessed, I'm talking about A Tribe Called Judah, which is Nigeria's highest grosser till date. It crossed the 1 billion naira mark. And this review has been long pending. Well, A Tribe Called Judah is another movie from the hit-making machine known as Funke Akindele, and this one has also been co-directed by Adeoluwa Oworu. A Tribe Called Judah is a story of Jedida Judah, a hardworking woman who has 5 sons from 5 different fathers who belong to 5 different Nigerian tribes. This very interesting lower income group family with an eventful life gets into a crisis when mother Mama Jade gets renal failure, and the treatment turns out to be very expensive, which in turn makes way for a heist. Now, from the get-go, the movie does a fabulous job of drawing the viewers into the world of the Judahs. The movie is filled with characters, like I just mentioned. There are 5 sons, there's a mother, and then there are loads of characters all around. But the way the story moves forward is done very skillfully, in the sense that you would never find yourself unsure of who a certain character is, or you'd never be confused about who's what. There's enough breathing space and there's enough screen time distributed among all the characters, and that I think was really smartly done. The character sketches are well done too. There's a certain sensitivity with which each character has been written, except that played by Etim, but then I guess that's not that important. But the way the story progresses is it's like a wonderful roller coaster ride. It takes you through happy moments, through sad moments, through emotional moments, through action-packed adrenaline rushes, and it's all pretty seamless. So yeah, props to that. The way the movie has been shot adds to the beauty of storytelling. There's a beautiful use of wide shots. Now, I'm not really a fan of drone shots, but I like the way it's been used here to establish the settings. It's more like, we have drones, let's use them. And it's not like, hey, we have drones, let's show off. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's more or less how it was. And talking about camera work, even indoors, the shots are pretty interesting. There's a good choice of shots and angles. You have wide shots that have all the characters together, and then you have the usual intercuts. All of that was pretty well done. Also, from an art point of view, I would say the art direction was brilliant. The furniture store where Emeka worked was swanky. See what I did there? Besides that, and that was a good contrast to the house of the Judahs, and I really like the art direction of the house where the Judahs lived. It was very convincingly a house of someone from that straight out society, so to say. Those little details, like the flooring, which was, I don't know, makeshift checkered flooring. I don't even know how to describe it. Those sort of things. And like there's this poster of the Last Supper, and the way it's been torn in the middle. All of that is very beautifully, very thoughtfully done. And all of that was just so natural. Music, Tolu Obandro has done it again. And I also like how the makers of the movie don't have the music out and out throughout the film. It's only at places with heightened emotions where the music has been used, and it's been created and used in a very smart way. In terms of the negatives, I feel that the runtime could have been a lot shorter. Also, I don't like how some subplots were there and they just got dropped. Like Adamu goes to meet his girlfriend's parents, and then they just dropped that. So that was there. In terms of the visuals, I don't like how there was this facade of the mall that they were just showing back to back. And moving on to performances. Funke Akindele, amazing performance in front of the camera and behind it. She really brings to life the character who has raised 5 boys and has gone through so much in her life. She displays amazing strength even in her weakest moments. So yeah, great performance. Jidekene Achufusi as the eldest brother Ameka. Well, his character is this self-righteous, slightly annoying brother, and he is convincing. Also, brother Jidekene, don't get yourself sacrificed next time. Uzee Usman as the Hausa brother, he brings a certain level of calmness that is not there in the other brothers, and that's a job well done. Timini Egbuson, well, I must say Timini really surprised me in this movie because he usually plays this suave, urban, womanizer sort of a guy, and over here he plays a pickpocket, and quite a contrast, and he does it convincingly. Tobi Makindele, I'm surprised I've never seen Tobi before this, and Tobi's character has quite a graph. He goes from being a ruffian character to having his vulnerable moments, and he does justice to his role. Olumide Oworu, the youngest son. I must say that Olumide had a standout performance. Everything he does here in this movie screams youngest son, be it the way he carries himself, be it the way he is subjugated or sidelined as, the last born, and everything just is so perfect. Genoveva Umeh, well, this girl has never disappointed. As the ideal girlfriend here, she's done a fabulous job, and I also like the way the writers have, did not just have her as a love interest of one of the brothers. She had a role that was integral to the film, so props to the writers as well. Ikpe Etim, well, she is one of the most versatile actors in Nollywood anyway. She can't go wrong, and she hasn't gone wrong. But that being said, this might be one of her weakest performances, which is still quite good. Well, moving on, Uzor Arukwe, he's quite a performer, isn't he? He's been typecast and he's done this sort of a Igbo gangster role a lot. But here I like how the character had so much more, and how Uzor brought in, these elements of comic relief and a certain level of complexity to the character. It's a job really well done. Now, coming to the conclusion, all in all, I would say A Tribe Called Judah is not among my favorite Nollywood movies. Yes, I liked it. Yes, I enjoyed it, but I won't say it is among my top, say, 5 or 10 or whatever. But now coming on to the bigger question, do I feel it deserves to have hit the 1 billion naira mark? I would say yes, without a shred of doubt, because it is a wholesome entertainer. It has you invested in the movie throughout, and a movie about 5 guys who represent 5 different tribes coming together for their mother is something that would resonate with a diverse Nigerian audience, as it should have. And I must say that the movie tells the story in a very empathetic and a very emphatic manner. Well, that's it for me for this time. Movie. Do let me know what you thought about my views on the movie. Do leave a comment or two. If there's any other movie you think I should talk about, do let me know about that as well. That's it from me, Nolly Goodfellow, for this time. Until next time, bye.